tonight, all I want to do is tell you a story. So just sit and listen, I guess. So this beautiful place is called Puebla. It's the 5th largest city in Mexico. And it is a place full of color. It has a ton of culture, museums, and that's where my family and friends are from. So it is my home. And it's gorgeous, isn't it? That what you see is an active volcano, and that is a church on top of the biggest pyramid in the world from base. So this place truly is filled with life and history. But let me tell you a plot twist. I once, in Michigan, in a summer camp, I met the older version of this little guy. And then I took a year to convince him that long distance was a good idea. But suddenly, 3 years into it, I realized that long distance was not a good idea. So then I decided to move closer to him for a year before actually getting married. But oh my gosh, we were crazy not knowing what we were jumping into. So I'm gonna read you what happened. I had to find a job from Mexico, sign a contract, get a loan, hire lawyers, apply for a work visa, finish my thesis, travel back and forth from Mexico City, present my professional exam, pass my professional exam, get treated finally as a criminal during all of my interviews. Unfortunately, after 10 months of lots of paperwork and being emotionally and financially drained, I learned that my visa was rejected under the excuse that I was overqualified. So my lawyers, I know. My lawyers told me that we didn't have really an option. It was gonna take many years and thousands of dollars to ever be possibly together. So what I did was empty all my bags, and I lost my job, and I just carried whatever I could in a single bag and came to the States under my tourist visa. Under my lawyer's advice, I just tied a knot. We got married on the spot. My family, unfortunately, was not able to be there. So we moved into my in-laws' house in a small suburb, and we stayed there for many months in which I was not allowed to travel, and I was not allowed to find a job. And once I finally was allowed to find a job, nobody was hiring me because of my background. They doubted who I was and my education. I felt very lonely, and unfortunately, it was a constant reminder that I just didn't belong. I got told that I should just be a waitress at a Mexican restaurant. It was highly isolating. I tell you all of this not because I don't want you to feel bad for me. Instead, I want you to come on a journey to the first time I visited the Detroit Institute of Arts. And you see, the first day I walked into the building, my heart and spirit was truly shattered. But as soon as I put a step in the door, I was welcomed and embraced by beautiful staff and people from all over the place, and there was music and color, and I was walking through artwork from all kinds of cultures and places I have never been. There were pieces from Mexico, and all I could think so is that I was at home. And then for the first time since I ever moved to this beautiful country, I was no longer the Mexican alien. I was welcomed as an integral part of our complex and beautiful humanity. I belonged. So I decided that I was going to work in the DIA and that I was going to do anything in my power to provide the same types of inclusive experiences for others. And it honestly took a little while, but I finally got here. And see, as you all know, digital is hard work, and we often face that we feel overworked, and we face rejection, and there's resistance for change. But today, just let me encourage you, because what you do truly matters. You have no idea. It can potentially change somebody's life forever. But at the same time, I want to challenge you, because what you do seriously can change somebody's life. So let's put our personal agendas aside, and let's just remember that we're not here so that we could build really cool stuff or for career advancement, but it has always been, and it will always be, all about the people. So as we create experiences, let's make sanctuaries where all of us can find ourselves in this crazy, truly crazy world. And I promise you that museums are the perfect playground for permanent social change. Thank you very much. Oh, I have one last thing to tell you. Today I got a phone call from my lawyer, and I'll be a citizen on Monday.